Right. So, what did you think about when Lala said to Nia directly, I think you should take your babies and run and live a good life?
I thought it was a huge statement to say and to put her on the spot on. I actually felt really bad for Nia.
Mm.
I think that she's coming from a place of her previous experience.
Mm.
But I did think it was a bit too harsh and a bit too much, and especially because she knows the audience might run with that, and that's so much pressure to put on a relationship. What did you think?
Yeah. It's a weird one because from what she's seen in the season, if we are basing it on the season, then I would probably think the same. I would think, wow, it's really stressful. I mean, the dynamics of divorcing with 4 children. But I'd also think, wow, like, are you okay? Are you in an all right place? It
Yeah,
seems like, because from what we've seen, it looks really bad, like literally last season. But I mean, it's so much more complicated than that. We've still only seen a small period of time. So, you know what, like, I can't really say too much on it. But if we're basing it on that season, I understand why she said that and because of her past experiences. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
tough.
I know. I think from what we saw, I definitely think that there's something to be done in their relationship, but to say to leave with
Mm,
4 kids and you not having the full context and you're not close with that person and putting it out there, I was a little bit like, that's a lot. But I
yeah.
do understand where she's coming from. Because I mean, when we go back to that episode where he's drag, which I know we love to talk about, I have maybe like desensitized a bit from that because it was quite a few episodes ago. But when that did happen, I was very shocked and worried for
Yeah.
Nia. Very worried
Yeah.
for Nia.
I should introduce ourselves, shouldn't I? We're Screen Sisters, sisters in real life, and discuss. I like just saying that sisters in real life as
Yes,
well.
just in case.
And we discuss trash TV, and this is the final episode of the Valleys.
I can't believe it. What did
I'm
you think of it
upset.
overall?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it
Yeah.
when the episode was late arrival. You know, on a certain platform in the UK,
We were
I
like,
was
refresh, refresh.
refresh. So yeah, I think it's been a good season, and I'm going to miss seeing everybody every week, and it's been good. So, what are your thoughts? Let's just touch base on it quickly about anything else you want to say about Danny and Nia, and just yeah, anything else you want to discuss about them this episode.
Yeah, I feel like it's quite a bit with them. I liked that Andy brought up to Danny, have you ever considered not drinking on the show because you have not been acting very good when you're drinking and you're quite
Yeah.
consistently bad? Would you not just stop drinking, especially on the show? And Danny's reply was a little bit vague. Like he was sort of doing that blanket statement. Well, first of all, he just was like, I didn't get that drunk. I didn't drink that much. He like
He
instantly
keeps on
didn't.
also like going back and talking about other seasons, and Andy's like, "No, on this season."
Yes, really frustrating.
I don't think Andy likes him.
Yeah, I think you can tell he's really just
I
being like,
wonder if he knows more.
oh my God, such a good point, Vanessa. Because I think we do need to get Andy's cues. Whatever he is, he knows probably a bit more.
Oh, he must know loads more.
And I
Imagine
just
people.
trust his judgment.
Imagine the
Like,
after work drinks. I would pay good money to be at those.
oh, I would,
I would
yeah,
pay
how
good
much would you
money.
pay?
Like everything that I have, and like a monthly debit every month. Like it just goes.
Just for 3 hours. An intimate
Like,
table.
please text me. Yeah. Oh, the gossip, the gossip. So then, what did you think about Nia saying to everybody after Jasmine's wedding, "Oh, don't text Danny to encourage for him to go to the after party"? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
So I kind of have two thoughts. My first is I understand her as a wife. She knows that he is not a great, like, he gets FOMO. He's going to want to party, he drinks too much. So for her, she's like,
Mm,
no, I don't want him to be in that position. Don't
mm,
entice him. Like, don't ask him so that he doesn't get FOMO and then is like, I want to go out. Like, I completely understand that. But then my second thing, I'm like, you should be able to say to your husband, please, can you not go out tonight? Him listen to that And even if they ask him, just be like, respect what she said and refuse the invite.
Yeah.
So I think
But
there's
also
two
there's the
sides.
other point
What do you think?
of, well, I think also you should also just let your partner be. You should just let them be. So
True.
she shouldn't even feel like she has to control him. So the fact that she's
True.
even in this situation where she has to control him and has to protect him, I mean, what kind of place is that to be in? When you're
Exhausting.
when you're meant to be a functioning adult.
Oh my god, so true. I didn't even think about that. She shouldn't have to do it.
She shouldn't
She
have to do it in the first place, but she does have to do
Yes.
it. And I understand why she did it, because she loves him and she wants to protect him.
When they're both arguing, Lala and Danny, on so many different angles, and when they mentioned his birthday and Lala approaching him. And to be fair, I did think that she approached him quite a few times. I wasn't sure who. I think they were kind of both in the right and both in the wrong. But one of Danny's arguments were, "It was my birthday." He was still pushing.
I know, he's such a little kid. Like, come on, you've got to stop with the birthday thing when you're like 30. But it is hard sometimes.
I know.
But yeah, I know the whole thing was just so embarrassing he said that. But also, I do think then they showed the clip, didn't they? And Lala did sort of go on the table and came, like, she was. I don't think Lala's completely in the right there. I think she knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah, I think they
They're
both were kind of right and wrong
Yeah.
equally. I think he shouldn't have been
Yeah, and
so defensive and argumentative, and she shouldn't have approached him so many times.
yeah. It's not like Lala's some type of angel here.
Exactly.
She's
She
making
is,
TV.
she is trying to be an angel.
Yeah, it's like, honey, no.
And they did address Nia being in the middle quite a bit.
And they also were saying, like, they all seemed quite annoyed at Nia for saying, oh, these people are all terrible people. These are all terrible people. One thing that does annoy me about Nia is that she does say these things. She does mean it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
She does. But then she comes up on the reunion and she's acting like pageant princess.
She has a
You know,
perfect apology. A perfect apology that you can't, like, argue with.
It's annoying and it doesn't seem real.
Yeah, it does seem fake. That she just knows how to resolve it and how to. She is a very good apologizer.
But then she's not. But it doesn't really feel like she's resolved it because you don't believe it.
Yeah, it's true. It's frustrating. Yeah, I don't think there ever is going to be a resolution for this whole argument between them.
No, I don't think so. What did you think about Kirsten and how they mentioned again about how she spoke about how Jasmine, Zach and Brittany are worse drinkers than Danny? And Kirsten was very apologetic about it all, wasn't she?
Yes, it was interesting that Kirsten sort of threw all these comments out and then instantly she's kind of like, I just don't know why I did it. She doesn't seem to have any reason. It's more, which maybe is just because she was postnatal and, emotions quite unbalanced, but she did really throw them under the bus.
And it did seem like it did seem like she had a lot of meaning to it in the time.
Yes.
I think that she was annoyed, she was upset with herself for bringing that into the universe.
Yes.
Because, like, Brittany, for example, gets a lot of heat online about her drinking.
Yeah.
So I think friend to friend, Brittany's like, how could you do that to me? You've just given
it is
trolls, like a reason to come at her. So, I mean, it is quite like, as a friend to friend, like, we're not thinking about, like, they are genuinely friends, aren't they? That's different to other cast members on different shows.
Yeah.
You would think, why would you do that to me? So you can see why Kirsten was so apologetic.
Yeah, because it's a lot to put out
quite
there,
shady as a friend.
When she's a single mum as well. Like, those sort of comments can actually do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what did you think about Janet and her sort of being really open and discussing her abuse when she was 12 years old?
I felt like finally the penny has dropped. Why did she not mention any of this before? Her dad has been absent from her life and he was an addict. And yeah, she said that he was pretty much just not there and it was just all quite dark for her. So
it made much more sense.
This makes a little bit more sense. And going through that difficult stage as well of being harassed, sexually harassed, in that time period when you're a preteen, it's going to change your whole perception of men.
Yeah, completely.
So that made me understand her a whole lot better.
Yeah,
people's
especially the
backgrounds of
alcoholism.
parents. Parents, like background of, the cast members' parents does help a lot. So it makes sense why Janet gets. It makes sense why she just doesn't always seem always there about different subjects to do with Danny, because sometimes she just. I mean, I think Danny's obviously he's ended up causing like quite a lot of controversy for all the cast now, but Janet's always been like targeting him from like the very start, pretty much, hasn't he? Which
Yeah.
it did seem a little bit odd at times, because you're really going in for him, but she's obviously got, and I still don't think it's completely right that what she's done, but it does make a lot more sense why she does act the way she does now.
Yeah,
Do you know
it
what I
does give
mean?
you
Like,
definitely the background to help understand,
yeah,
and especially that it's like such an emotional response, because that would be the
yeah,
case. You wouldn't be able to necessarily think about everything logically, or you would just have an
yeah,
emotional response and being like reacting to it.
yeah. I
Um,
don't think it's like an excuse for everything. Like, you shouldn't get a timeout for everything.
no,
Timeout, a pass. Don't know where that came from.
I did get you
Um,
though.
yeah, but yeah, like, it does make me understand her a lot better. Like, yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
It was very tense when she was discussing it all. I don't know if you felt this, but I felt like it was
Yeah.
so tense, and like the way that they were zooming in on everyone's faces, especially Danny and Nia, and you can kind of feel
I know, I
like
could
them
not
being,
even look at Danny and Nia at that point, because I was thinking, I bet Danny's thinking, great, now I'm getting
I
targeted with
know.
this as well.
That's exactly what I felt when I was watching them as well. It
And
felt like,
Nia's
oh
probably
god,
like,
and they're like
oh,
having to like,
great. Yeah, yeah.
because you can't help but link it, even though they are completely separate issues. You do get a sense of like, okay, well, Danny's made her feel that way because of this, so
Yeah, because
he's
Danny's an
done.
addict. Yeah, and he's like a dark addict abuser. If he gets on, if they're invited to the next season and he carries on drinking, it's just going to
Yeah,
seem really weird.
it
Like,
will. It
yeah,
actually genuinely will. That's like when there is an issue, because that means you can't not drink for what, like 8 weeks, even when
it was
the
strange enough for
audience
this
or
season,
yeah,
because this could have been like
yeah.
his redemption act, but
And especially because they were on a high, the audience were totally on their
yeah,
side.
yeah.
But yeah,
So I'm gonna go completely off subject,
oh yes, tell me.
but here's a Reddit post.
Reddit section.
So there you go. And it's about Tom Schwartz, shucks. Tom Schwartz's shucks act on the Valley is tired and avoidant behaviour. So someone on Reddit is saying, the sheepish, nervous, rambling, gosh, I'm such an idiot routine isn't cute anymore. Schwartz is 43. He's clearly not stupid. He's actually very perceptive, which he is when analysing everyone else. But the minute accountability turns towards him, suddenly he's a confused golden retriever. Maybe it started as genuine conflict avoidance, but at this point, it's just a shield. So, yeah, this person saying he's remarkably good at convincing people he's incapable of being responsible for anything. This has got a load of likes and comments. But it's true. It's like, it is a bit boring at this stage, isn't it? I think I still like seeing him on the show, and I'm glad he's on the show. I don't want him to leave or anything like that. But like, I think maybe the Sandoval thing just totally destroyed him. So I do kind of understand where he's coming from, and he just probably wants to have a good time. And I do love Schwartz. I do love Schwartz. But it is a little bit annoying, isn't it? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I couldn't help but feel like I completely agreed with that post. I've always loved Schwartz, and like I've always found him funny.
You
But I
fancy
did
Schwartz?
the late I fancied him for sure. Maybe not now, but I definitely did. And
Not now?
no, I don't think so. I think
No?
actually that shtick and that
Yeah, probably not
Labrador and like
now.
actually does annoy
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I do think, because I do, when you get glimpses of him being genuinely so smart, and you are like, oh, actually, I find that more interesting. Like, I feel like it's
Yeah.
just his alter ego that now I'm a bit over. But I do still love
Yeah,
him and
yeah.
agree, want him on the show.
Yeah.
But I do think
Yeah.
actually I would want you to just be a bit more of your real self. You
We
can't
want to
be like
hear
this all the
opinion
time.
more. Yeah.
Exactly.
Schwartzy, we want to hear your opinion more, because your opinion matters. It
Yes, we
does.
actually like you and we want to hear your proper
Yeah.
opinion. But I guess I can
Yeah.
understand as well being like, oh, I just can't be asked to be in the fight. And
Yeah,
like not
I get that.
caring
I mean,
much.
I understand it, but you're still getting paid. So,
Yes.
Next
Bring it.
season, we need to hear your opinion more.
Especially because you're not single, so it means we're not getting the romance side. So you've got to give us the opinions.
You've got to give us something. So where do we go from here? Like with the Valley, what do you think? Who do you think is going to be back next season?
Okay, so I think Brittany will be back, Zach will be back, Jasmine will be back. I think Janet
Schwartz will be
and
back.
Jason, Schwartz. I think Kristen and Luke will be back.
Yeah,
to be honest,
for
I
sure.
kind of think that they all might be back. I just don't know about Nia and Danny. That's a bit more.
Don't know about Nia and Danny. And do you think Jax will come back?
No, I don't. I think that they would find that, like, because he seems actually quite dark and abusive, that I don't think they'll allow it.
Yeah, because Brittany's still on the
What do you
show.
think?
He's probably...
Yeah.
I kind of want him back on because I'm a bad person, but...
Oh my God, I know, me too. I think that things
But
are
maybe
becoming a
I'm
bit
not...
too more,
maybe
like, more...
it's not right on Brittany and her kid, so maybe he should just...
Yeah. I think they will think of that and be like, actually, it's
But
not
we
a safe
need
space.
some sort of change. We need some sort of change because it can't be the same again next season talking about Danny and Janet. That would just be crazy.
But then they did say it was quite a high viewage, which is why it's already been like assigned season 3.
Oh, it has already been assigned season 4, is it?
Season 4, sorry.
Season 4.
I believe
Okay,
so.
that's
It's already
good.
been approved. I might be wrong, but I think it has been.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I think it's got high viewings.
Yeah.
Well,
But they
I
do
think
need to change it.
it needs to be a different direction.
Do you think any more Vanderpump people might come on?
Ooh.
I guess
No.
Stacy's doing
Unless
her thing.
Stacy, she might have to come back. Stacy might have to
Yes.
come back.
Yeah, she might. Come on, Stacy, please.
Yeah, come on, Stacy, get on the Valley. She might have to come back because House of Stacy's a little bit weird. But yeah, I guess that's the end.
I know. Well, we'll have to wait till next season and see what happens.
Well, thank you for listening to our rants about the Valley. If you like what you hear, please subscribe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.